Hey guys, welcome back to Small Business Never Sleeps. I'm John Slusser. We're here with Brittany Mann, Nathan Mott, David Rickard. We're all partners of Small Business Collaborative. Last time you saw us was 18 months ago. We were the Indiana Small Business Association. We've had a huge rebrand, a name change, Small Business Collaborative. We are fresh, we are ready to go, and we're here to have a great conversation today. Buckle up, it's gonna be a fun ride. Hey guys, so good to get back together today. Small Business Collaborative, Small Business Never Sleeps, episode 1. It's a new podcast. It's been like 18 months since we've had a conversation like this. Absolute rebrand. We went from Indiana Small Business Association to Small Business Collaborative. We are fresh. We are ready to go and ready to help small business in a collaborative manner. Today, we got myself, John, Brittany, Nathan, David, all partners within SBC. Some have been involved longer than others. We wanted to start out with a little bit of history. We haven't always been the Small Business Collaborative. We used to be the Indiana Small Business Association, and even prior to that, we were the Indiana Entrepreneurs Association. And as time went on, we realized that the most important thing for us to do as fiduciaries of our clients and those we serve is to support them in a collaborative manner. We wanted them to walk alongside with us, and we wanted to walk alongside with them. And as a result, we've all gotten better, they've gotten better, and we're able to create a fiduciary resource that's super meaningful and really supportive. And that's who SBC really is. And we can't do it without partners, partner affiliates, sponsors, nonprofits, events. There's a lot of cool things we can do to be super collaborative and support those that are around us.
Yeah, John, I think that's a great point. Myself, I joined in 2020, right at the beginning of the ISBA, and really have seen it grow to what it is now with the SBC, adding new partners, the partner affiliates, just that the whole ride. It's really been exciting working with our clients, meeting new clients, introducing our clients to the new partners, really having that collaborative effort that I think SBC really stands for.
Nice. When I joined, it was as we were transitioning right to Small Business Collaborative. So I really enjoyed getting to see the transition of and the shift to that true collaborative nature. I really felt coming in as a new partner that we got a lot of support, but also were able to add an additional benefit of the network and the connections and services we provided at my firm, Business Growth Consultants.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to piggyback off the partner thing. 2 days ago, I brought on a client. Most valuable thing to me was the partners in this group and the relationships we have. Client came to me asking me a question that was not my specific field, but within an hour I talked to 5 partners. I got all the information they needed, and I was able to help that client from some point of in perspective that, again, I'm not an expert in, but I had the resources and you guys as partners to allow me to then provide that client what he needed to move forward.
We are collaborative in the sense that we want to walk this path with you. And we've had a lot of change, personal change, professional change. There's been a lot of change with those we serve and those who serve us. And it's been really cool to be a part of that. You know, new parent, entrepreneur, started your own company with a partner of yours. You guys got a really cool capital investor that's going to take you guys to the next level, which is awesome. We've seen a lot of partner affiliates come and join us and walk this path with us, which is great. We've supported a ton of nonprofits. I think we're up to like 9 or 10 nonprofits in our history that we've been able to give a check to, support them. And this is just the beginning. With all of this change, it's so easy to partake and to participate and to carry those burdens and to carry those successes when we do it together.
And I think the fun thing about it's been is I think we started IEA in 2019, but just adapting and pivoting, you know, as that business owner has to do in their everyday lives. Had the need for the Indiana Entrepreneur Association that pivoted to Indiana Small Business Association. And we said, you know what, guys, like, how can we have a more collaborative effort, help that small business owner in multiple avenues, which is then has led us to the SBC today, and you know, taking it to where it's going for the next year.
You know what's crazy, Nathan, is that takes me back to those early days when it was me and you. It was early days. It was COVID. Individuals were very nervous about what their futures were going to look like, both personally and professionally. My company and in your company, and collaboratively we created a COVID task force. And within that, it was just to support one another, those we serve. And we said, hey, small business, the little guy, we need to support them in a different way. ISBA was that. And I remember day one, we had 9 partners, and we didn't even know what we were going to do. It was just a fresh ride, and we had a lot of fun in the beginning. It was a really big learning experience, a huge curve that we had to figure out in real time. To think about where we're at now in 2024 with 16, 17 partners, so many partner affiliates, all of the nonprofits, the events that we've hosted, I think we're on the right path.
I love that because when you think about during COVID, a lot of people would want to take their foot off the gas, and you guys did the opposite. You were focusing on continuing to propel forward, which is a time when people need to lean into resources, and that truly speaks to the environment and the nature of the group too.
And I remember those first couple meetings, planning our first events as, ISBA, and it's, what type of event would make sense coming out of COVID, getting people in person, is that going to work? And just watching, the attendance and attendees grow with all our events since then, really taking it to that really spot where we are now. We're ready to grow, expand the network, expand to the partner affiliates, and really kind of grow.
And that brings back a memory. I mean, some people may call us crazy, but our first event, I think it was March. It was cold. How can we make this? How can we be cautious of the individuals coming? How can we do this outside? Because, coming fresh out of COVID. So we were very lucky to find a spot that had a whole bunch of heaters, had some electronic blinds, and, I think it was a great success. We had 25, 30 individuals come out that evening, and we're like, okay, like we have something, there is a need within the community and that small business owner, and having somebody to lean on, at that time. And that, I think, was our start of our rocket ship of that has led us to where we are today.
That's an awesome memory. I remember that like it was yesterday. It was on the patio of Bar Louie, an early partner of ours, where they allowed us to have our lunches and our events there on their patio, which was awesome. I do remember that. We had to carry in a TV, and we had to hook it up to a computer just to play the slideshow, and we had a speaker. I mean, to think about that, to then now we have a significant partnership with Bob Court, Court Builders, the District Tap, and all of his restaurants where they house us for our events on a quarterly basis. Our most recent event was Q4 of 2023, where we had 70 or 80 people there, and they were all business owners. And we'll get into what these events look like later, but they were all business owners to have a great time, nonprofit support, how to get involved. Got to name our new SBC Small Business of the Year. It's just so wild as to how we've gotten to this point, which gives me this desire to keep things going, first off, but also the encouragement that what we're doing makes a difference.
And it gives me goosebumps being able to help these nonprofits here in Indiana, as well as the business owners. So it's twofold, but I've learned about a lot of organizations and nonprofits just through the SBC and sponsoring them at our quarterly events, which actually led me to taking a board position at one of our nonprofits last year, and a Celebration of Life, which what we do is help kids with special needs receive the correct medical equipment they need to thrive on a day-to-day basis.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah,
That
I mean,
what started out as a nonprofit of the night turned into a board position where now there's just a massive amount of awareness that we can generate.
So Nathan, I think that's a great point. One of our events with Anna Celebration of Life, which is a client of ours at our firm, when Pete Malloy came in there were several people in the room that already knew him, just those influential leaders, bringing the awareness of those nonprofits that we're helping support, and really just seeing the kind of the room light up as they hear the stories. And then the partners get involved, like you said, joining the board and things like that. I think that's a really important piece that the SBC is really kind of bringing to the area.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's community, right? I mean, we all know each other. We meet new people every day. We learn about these organizations. We have resources at our hands that may be able to help. So again, it's kind of that collaborative effort that we keep going back to, help business owners, help individuals, help nonprofits, help the community. So it's been great
Yeah, because John, I think since we've started, how many nonprofits have we actually
It's
ended up
absolutely wild to
benefiting?
think back to. We've helped 12 nonprofits. And you know what's wild? When we hosted these events, our very first event, we realized we didn't want this to be about networking. We didn't want this to be about an exchange of business. We wanted this to be about the community. We wanted this to be bigger than us. So we brought a nonprofit in. Our first ever nonprofit we brought in 4 years ago was 913 Sports. Tom Hanley, the greatest guy, and we were able to surround him. And we did two things, and we realized both were pretty profound. One, we were able to give him a meaningful check. That's awesome. And two, which is probably more important, we were able to create some awareness, very meaningful awareness of who 913 Sports is. Fast forward through 2023, we've supported 12 nonprofits. We've given away over $14,000, I think maybe $15,000 in total. And we've really been able to get involved in a deeper way. Board relationship, community engagement, servant leadership. I mean, the list just goes on.
That creates a big platform for them that you can't replicate. That's a free in-kind value as well, I think, for those. It's really easy when I ask business owners to come out for those events because it's supporting two things when they're already really busy, but they can come out and help for multiple reasons. They're supporting a business, they get to connect the community. I feel like that's a home run.
Yeah, here's a cool little story. So early on, we had a group in feedingteam.org. It was an awesome nonprofit. They stock food in pantries across Hamilton County. And we were able to do a couple of things, which one, we were able to let him come in and share about their mission and how we can get involved. Two, we were able to give him a meaningful check. But three, we were able to do a food drive with our partners. And I know it sounds just kind of wild, but in the moment, it was so easy just to ask our partners to show up to this event with a bag of food and to see how that changed the entire structure of the community where that food was actually going. That made everything worthwhile. So fast forward to, we supported Brooks Place to create awareness of grief and how you can manage that in a better way. We got to support some cool organizations that we're really close to, like Your Brothers. And those things go a long way for us and a long way for them too.
Absolutely. And what's cool is, we started this, but we made that push. But now what's cool is people are saying, how can I get on the bandwagon? They come to our events. One, what is this? Two, this is awesome. Three, how do I get involved? So that's kind of what's opened us up this year to those business owners that want to get involved in the Small Business Collaborative. They want to contribute. They want to give back to the community here in Indy, which is why we started up our partner affiliate option.
Nathan, that's a good transition, something new this year. John, do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, I can. Partner affiliates is pretty cool. It's a new addition to Small Business Collaborative that did not exist in the early days. And it really is generated out of a cool story. There was a client of ours that we had invited to a Small Business Collaborative event, and they got to see it in real time. We always say the following things: no panel discussions, no sales, no cards. We're here just to have a great time, idea share amongst small business owners, and support a nonprofit. And when they got to witness that, they said, how do I get involved? Well, the conversation was kind of interesting because they are a roofing contractor, and the exchange of business just didn't make sense from a networking perspective. So we had to create a new path for them to get involved to support Small Business Collaborative and for us to really support them. And in doing so, partner affiliate rolled out. And the partner affiliate was, hey, you're not necessarily our partner in SBC, exchanging business and the traditional networking aspect of things, being a fiduciary for your clients, supporting them with resources. You're also not a nonprofit that we're supporting with time and money. You're kind of in this in between, this partner affiliate, where you're supporting Small Business Collaborative, and we are trying to support you with resources that are necessary. And that has changed the game completely. Right now, we're up to 15 partner affiliates. We have a big BHAG that by the end of the year, we'll be at 100. Our goal by the end of 2025 is to be at 500. We want these small businesses to come alongside us for us to partner with them in this affiliate status.
Yeah, I think that kind of middle ground with that partner affiliates is really great option for them to support the community that they serve, right, in that small business world, and really just kind of embody that. And it's not just a, hey, I want to join, you get to go through it, right? We look at these businesses, understand, what they stand for, and kind of those values as well. And I think aligning with the SBC, that collaborative nature is key to our partner
You're
affiliates.
exactly right. They are ingrained in this exact same community that we are. And they have a responsibility to the community the same way we do. And what's really interesting is when we think about time, whether it's past, present, or future, there's always this quote that says, be where your feet are. And I think that's the importance of SBC in the partner affiliate role, is you're in the community, you're supporting all these individuals, all these businesses in real time. You are where your feet are. And I think that goes a mile.
Now, John, Nathan, I know you guys in one of our last events got to give out a special award. So for our partner affiliates, there's kind of some perks to some things, and some potential trophies along the way. So what was that like for you guys to kind of give that award and just kind of tell me what your experience and what was that?
Well, it was awesome. So Gravel Conveyors, GCI Slingers, they were our small business of the year for 2022. So at the end of the year, our final fourth quarter event, we presented a small business collaborative of the year trophy to them. Just so happens to be, I think this was a 7 foot by 5 foot metal sign with their logo, said, hey, proud to be 2022 Small Business Collaborative Business of the Year award that they actually hung up. I was there last week in their front office. So very proud about that. They get to kind of share their story of who they are, what they do, and what the Small Business Collaborative has helped them accomplish. And it was pretty fun. It's kind of the passing of the green jacket at the Masters, where they got to name our 2023 Small Business of the Year, which is Court Builders. And there's some perks that come along with being the Small Business of the Year for Small Business Collaborative, but we're gonna hold that off for a little later in the year on what awards will be coming.
Yeah, it's really cool in the sense that, if you win best places to work or any of these chamber awards or anything along those lines, you usually get like a plaque, right? We wanted to be a little different. We wanted to create something that was customizable to them. So what was interesting was they are a metal fabricator. That's what they do. And we were able to create something with their truck. Their actual truck is the background of their sign. And it literally just depicts who they are and who we are in real time. You talked about the passing of the jacket, and which is really cool because that's who we are. Small Business Collaborative. We don't want to be the ones that tell you who the Small Business of the Year award winner is going to be. We want our small businesses to make that distinction. And in doing so, it was a really cool event. They were able to name Bob Court Builders, District Tap, in his restaurants for 2023. But we do it in arrears. And here's what's funny. We always get this question. We always do it in arrears. And the reason why is because then we can celebrate you all year long. You have been with us all year long. You've seen SBC blossom. We get to celebrate you all year long. And then in Q4, some of those perks, your nonprofit is the nonprofit of choice. The award is a customizable item of whatever you're choosing. We also get to celebrate you in our biggest event of the year, which is really neat. And we encourage you to bring your team. I think that's a really cool experience. It's a cool experience for us, cool experience for them, and it just really depicts who we are. Small business collaboration.
I like how it promotes a culture of them from within as well. They get to have a larger piece of it by having their whole staff come. And when I think about it full circle from nonprofit to partner affiliate to partner, the partner affiliate is also like a glue that holds everything together now, because they're also one that usually is a business that can be business to consumer and business to business.
Yeah.
Whereas partners tend to be more business to business, more strictly. So they're, like you said, the feet on the ground, the boots on the ground.
Yeah. The key about being a partner, like the key difference between a partner and a partner affiliate, which is interesting, is a part of our organization is that traditional networking. But we do it a little differently. Our goal is not necessarily to transact business. That's not what we're trying to do. So traditional networking, as you would normally see it, that's not who SBC is. Our goal is to serve as a fiduciary for our clients, to provide resources that are meaningful, that can help propel their business forward. Some of these examples that come to mind are like startups. Hey, I don't have any back office support. And there might be 8 or 9 of us within SBC that are supporting them in real time. Some are like, hey, I have to focus on a vendor change. Can you help us out? Some are like, hey, I'm switching my benefit program and I need some complimentary payroll to go with it because I'm leaving a PEO and it's super complicated. And we're able to help them in real time in this more one-stop shop. And the cool part about our partners, to be a partner, we all look at business the exact same way. We want to serve. And so when you go from Nathan to David to Brittany to myself to any other partner, it's the exact same experience across the board.
Yeah, and I'd say that's why it's easy to build that partner affiliate network that we have, because a lot of those partner affiliates work with several partners in the group, right? And that's where it all started, bringing those clients to this group and allowing them to share in the resources of the SBC. So really to kind of expand upon that and really see that middle group grow, as well as our partner group, right? We've added several partners over the past year since, the last podcast.
So here's some really cool stats. We have supported 12 nonprofits, and we already have 4 scheduled for 2024. So we'll be at 16 nonprofits supported in our history by the end of 2024. We have 15 existing partner affiliates. We want to be at 100, and I think it's going to make a lot of sense for them. It'll make a lot of sense for us. We have 16 partners, and that sit in these very specific industry seats. We are doing things that are so totally different in the marketplace, very unique, and it's an absolute game changer. And it's a lot of fun the way we do it too. Where we're going in the future is like this. We are not stopping. We're not slowing down. We're only going to assist small business owners more and more and more. Nonprofits. We have some really cool ideas that are percolating right now, like small business roundtables, where we can exchange best practices amongst owners. Maybe switching from 4 quarterly events to 6 bi-monthly events. I mean, there's so many different things that we could do. Maybe even a co-working space one day. Who knows? I just love what we're doing. I love where we're going. And I love the vehicle in which we do it. Hey, one of those cool vehicles in which we get to engage with our partners, our partner affiliates, and our nonprofits, and really just our community is our events.
Yeah, I think when you talk about the events and what we're doing now and what we can do to change, it's listening to those small businesses, what they want, and then adapting how we operate to help support them. Brittany, I know you've been helping out with a lot of the planning of our events. Go in and kind of tell me as a small business owner coming to an SBC event, what can I expect when I come there?
Sure. So as memory serves, our next event is coming up on March 14th at the District Tap. Regardless of where it is among any of the affiliate restaurants related to District Tap, whether that's in Broad Ripple or some of the other locations, we're always going to have an intimate environment for small business owners that is no sales, no gimmicks, for lack of a better word. It's going to be an authentic night out for small business owners to connect on multiple levels with other small business owners, partners that are often also small business owners themselves, but also support a local nonprofit. Like we talked about before, they're in the community, but also just share for pain points or other things they might come up in conversation. Hey, I'm struggling with this. And then it just happens that we have partners that are there to also serve and connect in that role.
And for our March 14th event, our nonprofit is We Care for Orphans. We're super stoked about this one. Can't wait to support them. Again, March 14th, 4:30 p.m., the District Tap off of 82nd Street over in the Keystone area. It's going to be a great time, more than anything. Yeah. And you know what's awesome about that? We like to call these events small business happy hours, because that's truly what they are. It's just a great time amongst small business owners and those who serve the small business community. And to cascade the future, we have 3 more events for the year, every quarter. So you'll be able to find us on our website, LinkedIn, Eventbrite. We're all over the place, and you'll be able to make sure that you come to those next 3 as well, where we again support nonprofits and small business owners.
One of the things I would add to that is we also have a QR code for people to participate throughout. So heaven forbid they can't come to the actual event and they send someone else, they can also participate throughout the event, which has really helped continue to funnel most of our funds and our existence to the nonprofits throughout the year, which I like.
So David, if you don't mind sharing for our viewers, if somebody would like to get involved within the Small Business Collaborative, how would they go about doing so?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've learned a lot today, the ways to get involved, whether it's a partner, the partner affiliate, a not-for-profit. I think the key thing is just finding us, right? As John mentioned, we're everywhere. We have our website, we're on LinkedIn and other social media. If you know one of the partners in SBC, just reach out and say, hey, how can I get involved? Here's kind of where I feel like I may fit. We'd love to see you at one of our meetings. Come meet the team at a lunch, and just kind of hear more about what we are and how you can join.
And if you're wondering if it makes sense for you, here's a couple of questions to ask yourself. Are you a nonprofit that's seeking support and awareness? Then you probably should come to SBC. Are you a small business owner in the community that's supporting the community through your services and your time? You should probably come to SBC. Are you a vendor that supports small business owners via resources? Maybe you're connected to some of these partners where you're just an added resource for them. You should probably come to SBC. If you're just looking for a great time, you should probably come to SBC. We have a really cool organization. We continue to scale. We're doing things the right way. Really looking forward to 2024 and the future that's to come.
Guys, I appreciate the time today discussing SBC. It's probably about the minute we should wrap it up.
Yeah, great. So John, what's next?
Hey, what's next is we are going to do another podcast where we're featuring Jordan Beck with We Care for Orphans, who's our nonprofit of choice for March 14th, our first Q1 SBC event of the year.
So until then, I'm David.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm John. Thanks for tuning in to Small Business Never Sleeps. We'll catch you on the next one.